Yo, you guys, this is Blacklist of the Abyss, and you're watching my review for the Irregular at Magic High School, episode 19. And like I said last week, or whenever I said it, whenever my reaction came out, this episode was going to be late too, but my next review for this should be on time, so yeah, look forward to that. But this episode starts off with Tomitsugu Chiba, okay, and Inagaki chasing after illegal aliens, all right. And they didn't tell you his first name, so it's by by definition it's a spoiler, but it's really not a big deal. If they didn't tell you that his name was Chiba, and then I just came out and told you, hey, this dude's Tomitsugu Chiba, then then that would be a spoiler. That'd be like that'd be a big deal. But here it's not a big deal. Okay, this dude and Inagaki, they're chasing after illegal aliens, and the guys they're going after actually end up getting away and making it to this guy Zoe. But we still get to see a pretty cool display of ability from Tomitsugu and Inagaki. Um, then yeah, these two of the guys that we see making it to Zoe, end up showing up at the end of the episode, saying that they're from the Great Asian Alliance. So you can tell these guys are going to be the enemies for the arc, and you can already tell they're going to be better than No Head Dragon, because No Head Dragon, they've already done more than No Head Dragon did. So I mean, well, not really, but they. Let me just say it this way: they look better than No Head Dragon. There was actual thought put into their designs, unlike the other dudes. So you can already tell they're going to be better. All right. Best villains in the series so far. But anyway, moving on, we see First High, and we learn about the new student council. All right, and this needs an explanation because they skipped over the process of actually selecting the new student council, which I can understand because, well, let me just put it this way. In the light novels, the first two volumes, volumes 1 and 2, are for the enrollment arc, so the stuff with Blanche. Volumes 3 and 4 are for the 9 schools competition. However, the Yokohama Disturbance is volume 6 and 7. Okay, so volume 5 is in there too, and that is not in. It's not. Most of it is filler, not filler, but it's like episodic stuff that no one really cares about. Really, like I haven't read all of it, but there's a reason why I haven't read all of it. Like one of the chapters in that volume is dedicated to Morisaki. Yeah. Another one is dedicated to George and Misaki, but it's entitled Friendship, Trust, and the Dubious Lolicon, or something like that. So again, you can tell why I didn't read some of this stuff. The other one, Amelia in Wonderland, is about Amy. Yeah, Amy. And Tomitsuka, I think, who, if you recall from an earlier review I did after the Blanche arc ended, after the enrollment arc ended, and I mentioned test scores and stuff. They didn't mention it in the episode itself, but I mentioned it in my review. Tomitsuka was one of the people who was name dropped in the light novel when it comes to smart people who had high test scores. So it's about him and Amy. And the other three chapters, well, two chapters really, because there's another chapter about called Memories of Summer about Tatsuya and Miyuki, and it's not it's who cares? Like, it's just like a random story about them remembering something that happened a while ago. It's you don't need to worry about that either. There are only two real things here in this volume that are worth animating, really. And I just assumed that they were going to do them as OVAs at the end of the series, which I still think they might do. The first one involved Tatsuya, Miyuki, Erika, Leo, Mizuki, Shizuku, Honoka, like the whole crew. And it had a lot of development for Honoka and Tatsuya, and Tatsuya did something here that's kind of important. Like it's not like completely irrelevant. Like it's actually an important plot. But I'm trying to explain it without giving it away. But let's say he does something here that does impact the plot a little bit. So that's worth animating. And the other thing that's worth animating is the chapter involving the presidential elections, which is what they skipped over here. Um, And the way things work at the school is that all the third years, all the seniors, they step down from their leadership positions halfway through the year so that they can focus on, entrance exams and stuff like that. So that it's like this transitional period where all the clubs get new leadership, including the student council, the club management group, yeah, I think that's what it's called, and the Public Morals Committee, aka the Disciplinary Committee. All right, so Mari, Mayumi, Chimonchi, they're all stepping down, and new leaders are coming up for them. All right, so that's what they skipped over. All right, and the new student council is Asusa as president, Miyuki as vice president, Honoka as secretary, and Isori as treasurer. All right, and that will actually, no, never mind. I was going to say that'll change soon, but yeah, I don't even want to get into that, even though I just said it anyway. But whatever, forget about it. So we see Tatsuya here, and he's researching the Philosopher's Stone. All right, and he's pretty much just looking at the concept of storing magic sequences in relics, which obviously ends up becoming relevant later in the episode. All right, but it's also relevant for his goal because without storing magic sequences in objects like relics, he can't create that thermonuclear fusion reactor thing that he's trying for, a gravity-controlled thermonuclear fusion reactor. So this concept is obviously going to end up becoming pretty important later on. But after this, we end up seeing stuff about the thesis competition. Okay, we see Suzuda Sensei, Suzune, and Isori, and they essentially just get Tatsuya to join the team because originally Hirakawa was going to be on the team, and she was the engineer for the girl who got taken out by No Head Dragon. All right, and as I mentioned in a couple of reviews ago, she was pretty messed up too because it's her fault that happened because at least that's how she views it. Because Tatsuya was good enough to be able to see the golden electronic silkworms or whatever being put in. He was good enough to be able to sense that, but she wasn't. So he views it as her fault that happened to what's her face. Okay, so she's pretty messed up too, and because of that, she can't compete in the thesis competition with Suzune and Yasori. Um, but don't forget about her because she does end up becoming relevant later. So remember her. Um, but anyway, because she drops out, Tatsuya gets picked up. And the reason they picked up Tatsuya specifically is because their topic involves the it involves gravity type magic control. His goal, right? It involves his goal. Okay, so one thing they didn't mention is how exactly Suzune knew that Tatsuya was interested in these thermonuclear fusion reactors. Because they skipped over it. The reason why she knew is because she was spying on him back when he was talking with Sayaka in that cafe, like a long time ago. Okay, they skipped it in there too because there was actually a small scene before Sayaka showed up, where I think it was before she showed up. It doesn't matter. The point is that there was a small scene there where Tatsuya sensed someone watching him. All right, but they skipped over it. And that ended up being Suzune, and that's how she knew about what his goal was. Right, and that's how she knew to ask him. Right. Now, Tatsuya ends up telling all this to his usual crew, and this is when we get the debut of Erica with her hair tied back. Okay, and let me tell you something. Erica with that giant sword that she has from the opening, right? She looks much cooler with that sword when her hair is tied back than she does when her hair is just down. Okay, so I mean, that's just my opinion. If you like her better the way she looked before, don't worry because it's not like this is her permanent hair, this hair design or hairstyle. She goes back and forth, so it's don't worry about it. All right, but I just felt that was worth mentioning that she looks awesome with her hair tied back and she looks epic. All right. Anyway, after that, Tatsuya and Miyuki end up going home, and Sayuri, their stepmom, is there waiting for them. All right, and the way this went is that they didn't go into as much detail as a light novel, obviously, but the way this went is that Sayuri was Tatsuya's father, Tatsuro, I think his name is, Tatsuro. She is his second wife. However, she is also his real lover. The two of them loved each other. However, Tatsuro was forced to marry Mia by the Yatsuba family because they wanted a good bloodline, which they obviously ended up getting. All right. However, like half a year, 6 months after Mia died, Tatsuro just up and just like that went and married Sayuri. All right. And but even before Mia died, throughout their entire marriage to each other, Tatsuro was actually having an affair with Sayuri, which they did mention here. All right, so Miyuki resents her because she's just yeah, because of all that. All right, Miyuki resents her. Tatsuya, however, as he states, is not capable of such feelings. Okay, so after they get that out of the way, Miyuki goes off and Sayuri just gets down to business. All right, and she wants him to be at FLT more. Specifically, she wants him to drop out of school so that he can be there more and devote more time to the company. And doing that means not being Miyuki's guardian anymore for the Yatsuba, because that's his official job with them, being Miyuki's guardian, so that she doesn't get attacked or anything by people. Um, Bodyguard, pretty much. And he obviously just does not go for this. You knew as soon as she said drop out of school, he wasn't going to do it because he's not going to leave Miyuki, and Miyuki wants to stay in school. Therefore, he's going to stay in school with her. All right, and he also tells her that you might see me as being on the bench, and not devoting as much time as I should be to FLT. But I did just create flying type magic that did get you bunch of money for and all right, so I still think I'm making a pretty I still think I'm committing a decent amount of time and effort to this company, and I'm actually helping you guys out a lot. All right, so I think things are fine the way they are. All right, so Sayuri says, okay, fine, whatever, and she brings out this Magatama relic. All right, which JSDF wants them to replicate, but it's impossible. Okay, it really is. All right, and these relics like the Magatama are part of what are called the OO parts, or the out of place artifacts. That's what it stands for. Again, they didn't mention this in the episode, but what else is new? All right, it's an out of place artifact, and out of place artifacts are items that, one, do not belong in this time. Two, they exceed the level of science from when they were unearthed. And three, they're just unable to be developed with technology at that period in time. All right, so hence out of place. All right, they're just a mystery. All right, and they can't be replicated. However, Sayuri thinks that Tatsuya can replicate it using his magic. All right, which you can't really blame her for that one because he's done the impossible before, right? So I mean, he just created flying type magic after all. You can't really blame her for that one. And he says that he says, all right, I'll try. Just go and leave it with the R&D Division 3. All right, because that's the division that he works with. And Sayuri gets mad when she hears this, and they didn't really go into much, if any, detail here. I think Sayuri just had to start like, oh, Division 3 again. All right, but the reason she got mad and got up and left is because there are departmental rivalries going on inside FLT. And Division 3 is the only division that works with Taurus Silver, therefore they're the ones that get all the credit whenever Taurus Silver does something, and it's because of Taurus Silver that FLT is even as good as it is. All right, so Division 3 is like becoming the star, and all the other divisions feel left out, and Sayuri doesn't want to let Division 3 get even more glory and more accolades. All right, so that's why she just gets annoyed when Tati says, just give it to R&D Division 3. She wants him to do it without any real affiliation to FLT, while simultaneously doing it for FLT. All right, so it's like she just gets mad when he says to give it to Division 3, and she gets up and leaves. All right, and she just does not really have a good sense of danger, which Tatsuya knows. That's why when she leaves, he decides to go after her and follow her, which is good. All right, because she ends up being attacked by dudes from the Great Asian Alliance. All right, so Tatsuya shows up on his motorcycle, takes them out with mist dispersion. All right, same thing he did back in the enrollment arcs, shooting holes through people. All right, and they thought they would try to stop him with their two best weapons, one being cast jamming and the second being English, but it just didn't work. All right. Tatsuya takes them out. However, he ends up being shot by a sniper from like thousands of kilometers away, which is incredibly impressive. All right. But he's not dead, obviously. He has that restoration spell that he does, and he heals himself. Then he combines his elemental sight with geometry, really, like math, and so that's what he does. He takes the angle that he was shot at, and then predicts the trajectory and figures out where the guy is, and then uses elemental sight to confirm it. All right, and he takes him out same way he did the dudes from No Head Dragon. Boom, done. All right, and now so Sayuri's safe. He's got the Magatama with him. So I guess in the end, Sayuri won because it's not being entrusted to Division 3, and it's Tatsuya on his own who's taking care of it. So I guess she won. I guess she won that one. But anyway, Tatsuya, he's got this now, and he's discussing the whole thing with Kazuma. So you know he's going to end up getting some military support here at some point in time. But he discusses it with Kazuma, and he also ends up discussing with Miyuki after that conversation with Kazuma ends. Right? And he pretty much just tells her that relics can. One of the reasons why relics are so important as objects that can store magic sequences is because by storing magic sequences, they can essentially become magic weapons, even for people who aren't magicians. Okay? And if you can replicate the OO parts like that, then the military would have a lot more power, right? To the point where it'd actually be kind of dangerous, depending on, if that fell into the wrong hands. And by the wrong hands, I mean the Great Asian Alliance. All right, and the episode ends with the confirmation that they are the ones who were going after the relic, right? It's the same dudes who were with Zoe earlier, all right? And they also mention that they're going to be doing some business in Yokohama too, which is where the thesis competition is being held. All right, so looks like there's going to be a disturbance in Yokohama soon. Hey, all right, but the one dude whose name I don't remember ends up telling the one big dude that he's going to be making some moves in the next episode. I think he tells him to go after the relic. So this dude's going to be doing something real soon. So again, already they're already more impressive than freaking No Head Dragon, who sat in that one room all day, every day, for the entire arc, never left. All right, like they're already better than these dudes. They escaped at Chiba, and now they almost took out Tatsuya, and now they're going after him again with guys who aren't jobbers. And that's the thing, like these guys that went after Tatsuya are like fodder, pretty much. They're jobbers. And they still almost killed Tatsuya with that shot. He got lucky there. If that dude was like over like another inch or so, he would have gotten him right in the heart. And I don't know to what extent Tatsuya can heal himself with restoration. Like if he gets his head cut off, will he still restore and live? Like if he gets his heart ripped out, like I don't know to what extent his restoration works. So I'll just say he got lucky there. I'll just say he got lucky. Tatsuya himself said he got lucky. So yeah, there's that. But already these dudes, you can already tell these dudes are going to be like the best villains in the series to date. So look forward to that, and look forward to more Yokohama Disturbance. Overall, I'll give this episode an 8 out of 10. I thought it was a good, solid episode. And yeah, that's it, you guys. I'll put my live reaction up after this, and yeah. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Tomitsugu Chiba. Yes. That looks kind of weird, but, whatever. Yeah, using that Chiba technique. That Chiba style. He's got to use a sword if he's from the Chiba. You know it. You already know. Dude, Sugi's actually pretty legit. Like, this dude is so laid back, but he's actually pretty legit. Oh, is this what's his face? Yeah. I completely forgot this dude's name, but he's important. There he goes. Oh, dude, Liu Gonghu. Yo, Liu Gonghu. And that dude whose name I also forgot because I'm not good at remembering Chinese names. Oh, that's right, they skipped over the student council stuff. Yo, I completely forgot about that. Yeah. Yeah, they just went and skipped over it. They might add it in as an OVA because they can't just skip over it, especially since there's some stuff with Mimey in there that you kind of need to know in terms of what she knows about certain things that I don't want to spoil. Yeah, because I saw the faces going across, and I'm like, that's the new student council. And then I remembered, oh yeah, that's right. This takes place after Volume 5. Believe it or not, Tatsuya is still actively moving towards his goal. And that's good to see. Because his goal is to create that thermonuclear fusion reactor. So he's realizing, like, with each arc, he's accomplishing something that is necessary in order to get closer to that goal. Speaking of goals and thermonuclear fusion reactors, of course, he's like one of the smartest guys there. Yeah. How could you not ask him? Oh yeah, oh that's not gonna work after what happened. Yeah, after she got destroyed by Nine-Head Dragon, or no, Nine-Head Dragon. Wow, No-Head Dragon. Oh, yeah, yeah. Whoops. Kind of got that mixed up there. Don't try to get out of it, Tatsuya. You don't have a choice. You should know by now. Dealing with the girls in this series, you don't have a choice. Who cares? Who cares about them? Clearly, they didn't care about his character design. His exact goal. His exact goal. Because he already knows everything about it. See, they cut out that one part where he questioned her on why she knew that that was his goal. But in reality, it's because she was spying on him when he was talking with Sayaka, and that like a long time ago. I'm sure I mentioned it in my review. Just because he's good at one thing doesn't mean he can't be good at another thing. Okay, calm down. He can be awesome in more than one category. Okay. Oh, Sayuri. This is where Sayuri is there, right? Yeah, Sayuri. She just does not like their stepmom at all. Not at all. I'm surprised her hair is black. I thought it'd be like red or something. Naked apron. Just say it. Just say it like any other shonen protagonist would say. Naked apron. Like Kumagawa. Her tight jeans. Oh man, if you haven't read Medaka Box, you need to read Medaka Box. Might as well watch the anime too. The first season is really I'm missing important stuff. Now I already know all this anyway. Medaka Box's first season in the anime is not very good, but the second season is very, very good, so it's worth it. So just power through and then read the manga because the best arc in the series comes right after that. So just do it. Just do it. Just do it. He's not going to drop out of high school. You know that. You know that. Why would you even bother asking? You know he's not going to do it because of what he's saying right now. He doesn't want another guardian appointed. He wants to be the guardian of the galaxy. He just came up with flying type magic. I mean, Jesus. Oh, parts Hunter. What? Seishi Kishimoto? I need to read that. Like, seriously, I hear good things about it. Nothing but good things. I need to read that. Oh, I remember what happens after this. Oh, this should be good. They'll probably show it too. Shots, everybody. Hmm. Oh, Tatsuya doing the right thing. Yeah, they are going to show it. Probably the whole thing too. They just completely ambushed this girl. Like, she should have seen that coming. She should have seen that coming. Luckily, she's got Tatsuya there. You can't use Antonite on this dude. When are villains going to learn? Where? I didn't expect that English. That's what I didn't expect. Yeah, that was funny. I did not expect that guy coming. That's why I said shots. Everybody. And he recovers. You should have seen that coming. He takes the trajectory of the bullet and figures out exactly where the dude is that shot him. And he combines elemental sight too. Yo, this dude is just too good. And now he's gonna use freaking whatchamacallit. Burst into flames, dude. You're dead. You're done. Boom. Dude, Fujibayashi, you know she's gonna take care of that crap. You know Kyoko's gonna take care of it. You know it. And Miyuki listening in. Great Asian Alliance, man. I'm telling you. The Great Asian Alliance. That's convenient. Kazuma actually looks a little bit cooler there than he did, like, in the past. I was actually kidding about the apron, but hey, if you want to go ahead and do it, that's fine by me. I mean, it's not a naked apron, so in that sense, yes, it does look funny. That I would have been completely right, but you know, whatever. That woman. She refers to her stepmother as that woman. That again, this family is so messed up. I swear. Does he have a choice? Did he take it? Whatever happened to Sayuri anyway? I'm assuming she got taken care of. I'm assuming Tatsuya like called somebody and had her taken care of. I don't mean taken care of, is it like taken out. I mean, like, taken care of, as in medical attention and crap. Oh, there's still more. Nice. Nice. Dude, I forgot this dude's name. I forgot this dude's name. I'll have to look it up. With my luck, they probably won't say his name in the next 30 seconds. Look at me acting like it was impressive for me to predict that when I've read the freaking light novels. Oh, Lu Gong Hu, Lu Gong Hu, oh, Lu Gong Hu. This dude is so freaking awesome. Yeah, I can't wait till yet. Some of the fights this dude has are awesome, man. Some of the fights this dude has are just awesome. The one in the opening isn't even the best one. That's far from the best one. That's not even close. That's you. Yeah, I don't even want to spoil. I don't even want to spoil. Just let me just say Chiba. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say. Chiba. That's all I'm gonna say. All right. I'm really liking this ending actually. This new ending I like better than the first one, to be honest. The first one was cool, but this one I actually like better. So that is that. Yeah. You guys already have my rating for the episode. Like I said in my last reaction from last week, which was actually not last week, but but whatever, August 9th. Um, I should be back on schedule for next week, so look forward to that. And yeah, that's that, you guys. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.